guys, we just got out of Planet of the Apes, which
Opening
is basically...
night.
Oh yeah, opening night. We just came out of the damn theaters, and it was freaking packed.
It was packed.
So basically, many years have passed, and we know that apparently Caesar is no more. Basically, this is a whole generation. We're talking about probably 1,000 years.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, I'm pretty sure it's like 300 years or 100 years. I think, give or take, but I could have sworn that's what I saw. They didn't specify, which kind of bothered me.
Yeah.
But I'm curious.
Yeah, I'm curious myself. And that's the thing is there's a lot of good stuff in it, and there's kind of, bad stuff for it. But let's go ahead and start explaining what we actually think of this movie, because it is at least what I see in the budget is 160 to 165 million on this budget. And obviously it does look pretty gorgeous. I'll admit that. I do like the voice actors in this because there's quite a few of them. And obviously I do have some problems with the film.
Yes.
And there is some of them. So yes, go ahead, boy.
I looked it up. It takes 300 years after Caesar's.
Okay. So there you go. So 300 years have passed, and that is crazy. Obviously, this is a 20th century studio that's making this film, so it's technically Disney's now.
Yeah.
So, and it's obviously a PG-13 film, so you're not going to see that much gore, even though there's a little bit of it.
Yeah, there's blood.
Yeah, just not too much of it, which I wish it was. Maybe
That'd be crazy. It'd be probably an insane movie. Yeah.
Exactly. I would like to go out and say this is the best Planet of the Apes film, but it's not quite there. It has its faults. It has its problems. And there is time there. It does drag on.
It does feel like it drags on.
And I'm just like, oh, I wish you could just edit out some of these parts so you could just be a little bit quicker, because I think this is a 2 hours film.
Yeah, it's like a 2.5 hour movie.
Yeah.
Almost 3.
And to be honest, I'm pretty sure they did say it's going to be a trilogy as well. Yeah. And it feels like it could end right here. I could just say this right now.
No, I cannot say that. They cannot. Why? Because of how it ends. That's the thing. And again, I like this movie. I love Planet of the Apes. I haven't seen the original. I really wish I did. Now I do want to.
Yeah.
But the last trilogy that came out maybe 10 years ago, around there. I was a big fan of the first one. We saw it together in theaters. We had our holy shit moment when Caesar spoke.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And then it was followed personally for me, the sequel, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, which was it for me.
Yeah,
that was the movie for me. Now, skipping back to this one, it's like 10 years later almost?
And it feels like it.
Yeah, and this takes place 300 years after, which I truly... Maybe the look of it does, but the way some of the characters present themselves does not come off as 300 years later.
I know what you mean.
The reason why, because look at the way our society is. You go back 100 years, it's like almost like Fallout. By that I mean the way we talk, the way we dress. It just feels way too modern, especially for being 300 years, except for the people out there. You know what I mean?
No, I agree with you. And seeing this is just like, man, they almost had me.
Yeah.
Damn, I wish I could just come out and say it like, this is the best. It is one of the most exciting thing I'll ever see, but no, it's not.
No.
So either way, let's go to you, boy. What do you really think about this film? Do you think people should go out and run and go see this?
I do. Actually, well, maybe not run out, unfortunately, but I definitely do think they should check it out, especially if you were a fan of the last three trilogies. Then you kind of know what you're going to get yourself into.
True.
I thought the acting was pretty good. I don't think there was Andy Serkis who played as Caesar in the last one. I don't know a single person, actor-wise, I mean. But, I did like some of the characters and some of the characters that didn't work for me. I mean, I will say this. The villain was... I mean, the idea was cool. I think it was clever with the two Caesars. I don't know. Just it kind of fell flat at the end.
Oh, I see.
The characters, some were there. Like, I like the orangutan dude, Raka.
Raku.
Yeah. So we're followed by Noah, who's our main protagonist, and then we have the antagonist, who is Primus. I think that was his name, also known as Caesar in this film. But like I liked that it was kind of like a journey film a little bit, like going through, and I did like that they did show him as kind of like a young, definitely fresh like ape, like, and how they were cut off, you know, like their tribe. There's tribes. There are different tribes everywhere. Now we definitely know that.
Do you think like the halfway point was really good? That's
so I think the beginning had me completely engaged. Towards the end, which I do want to talk about more in a spoiler thing. It's like, how did that happen? Like, how are they doing all this without being supervised? Correct?
Yes. And do you like the plot as well?
So it's an interesting one. It's for sure an interesting one. It kind of does it for me, and it kind of doesn't. I'm sorry, but like the reason why is because there's opening to explain it. They do not explain it in the next one or in the last one. Then it's gonna piss me off.
All right, that's let me go right into mine. So for my thoughts of it, the whole film is, yes, I think if you are definitely a Planet of the Apes fan, like a hardcore fan, I think you should go out and go experience this film. And obviously, if you're even brand new to the Planet of the Apes, you'll find something interesting here as well. You could go experience this with pretty much anybody. You'll find enjoyment here. But there is some problems here when you do go a little bit into this. You're gonna start getting questions like, man, why is this happening? There is just so much potential that was here, and then all of a sudden it just didn't work out. And I wish there was just more of it, but not the one that I really want. Like, I really like the human parts. I really did not care about. When you start exploring more about them, I just didn't really care about it that much. But when it goes back to Noah, his stuff was more interesting. Him figuring out what everything was basically about, the plot, and basically what's going on, and the villain. I like his potential. He could become the next big bad. If I was gonna go to ask you to go watch this, I said go for it.
Yeah, I absolutely agree.
Yeah, I think this is something that you should really go ahead and experience yourself. And it's still, it's still Planet of the Apes. So, of course, there's going to be probably a trilogy off of this. And they could probably end it here if they really wanted to. But to be honest, I think it's better if they continue on the story so we can know a little bit more. Maybe fix some things that we have so much questions for.
Yeah, a lot.
So, let's go to the rating. So, the ratings is going to change. We're going to have, the lettering. We're going to have an S, A, B, C, D, and F tier. So basically, those are the tiers that we know. S is going to be the master of it, and then obviously all the way down is basically F, that we despise it. We don't like this. F is just something that's really bad, and of course C is just basically down the middle, that we just enjoy it, but there is some problems in it. So it's kind of like a mediocre film, but we still like it, enjoy some of the things. So what is your rating, boy? What do you think of this?
I think I'm gonna go with the D, not a D. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was about to say, well,
I'm gonna go ahead and go with a B minus.
A B minus.
I have to give it. Yeah. It had a lot of potential. The world building's cool. Yeah. It's cool to see the monkeys, evolve and stuff like that. I especially like some scenes of like how I definitely like their interactions and stuff like that. The acting was good. I thought. Yeah. I was really worried about the CGI.
Oh yeah, I was worried
at
too.
times, but I thought the CGI was fine. Like it wasn't like amazing or something like that, but like it was good. Like maybe like at first I was like their mouths are kind of weird at first, but maybe that's because they didn't really speak in the other movies.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Which this one did heavily kind of do, and I like that it wasn't kind of like a human base for once, not like a transformer thing. They whacked it out well as monkeys and stuff like that, and how we would believe how we evolved from monkeys like that.
Yeah, I agree.
And I like a lot of the dialogue. I was like, okay, that's interesting. Of course, there's some ridiculous. There's that one goddamn pun he did, or that was pretty funny. I mean, it's pretty dumb, but I kind of wish, like, as a monkey, since they're evolving, I kind of wish he was like, kind of did like a reaction off of it. But going back to I like I said, I enjoyed this movie. Okay. And I think most people will enjoy this movie. I don't think people will be like, this is dog shit.
Yeah.
But I truly think it deserves a rating. Gets B minus for me.
B minus, all right. Man, I wish I could go out there and probably, I'm going to get a little harder on this film. I'm going to give it a C plus. It was right up there in the beginning. It had me in. It railed me in the beginning. All of Noah's basically growth and trying to understand him, the character was very executing really pretty good. Until down kind of to the middle to the very end, you start seeing that kind of fall off. And I just didn't like the human part. I really don't see why, but I understand you need humans in Planet of the Apes because it's just, you can't remove it.
It's an important, aspect.
Yeah. And I just love him being experimental, like seeing everything for the first time.
Yeah.
It's like, man, it's like kind of like discovering whatever you believed, and all of a sudden it just, like, your world is changing. Like, you know, like basically what you once believed, it's not actually true.
Yeah.
But we'll explain more of that later on in spoilers. And obviously the other characters did all right, but I don't think they weren't really very crucial to the plot. They were just kind of there, except for one, Rango. Raku,
yeah.
right? Raku.
He was, I think, probably
the best.
The best. And not just that, probably almost the most important character there. Very, very important character, I thought.
Yeah, I think so too. He was really important. I really love that character. Yes, this is definitely a C plus for me, even though it's not like A, B. I still do think you should go really enjoy this film and go see it and go have fun with this as well. But if you really think about it, you're gonna start seeing some little things in there that you'll start questioning about and kind of wondering what just happened. Why are you doing this? Either way, it's a C plus for me, and I think you guys should go really, go enjoy
Experience
this.
it for yourself for sure.
Yeah, exactly. So besides that, we're gonna go into spoilers, and if you guys want to stick around, you can. But if you don't, that's fine. We'll see you guys in the next movie review. Later, guys. All right, spoilers. So basically, what the hell happened, boy? What the hell happened?
Where they dropped the ball?
Yeah, exactly.
So
yeah, go ahead. Get your gripes out of there.
I think the turning point, which you might agree, is that one, we find out that she's very intelligent.
Yes.
And by very, I mean extremely intelligent. Like a physicist level intelligent.
Yeah.
I even think where I'm thinking, I'm like, the average person isn't going to know how to do that. But there's a lot of questions I have for the human side.
You know, her name is May.
May?
Yeah.
I thought they were calling her Nova or some stupid shit.
Nova. No. May.
Well, I'm calling her Nova because that's, I think, what they're calling her.
Yeah.
I did like the aspect of how they were treating, her at the time. But even I was thinking to myself at one point, I was like, she's way too, like, dressed modern, be able to tell that she's, like, one of the other people, Yeah. Which I'm glad that they showed that.
Oh, yeah. No, I agree.
Okay, just make sure.
No.
But I think when she spoke, that was kind of the turning point of the movie.
Yeah.
Because I think it started dragging on because you did have that chase scene and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But pretty much it's during that time.
Yeah, I agree, definitely. Oh, God damn it. So for me, I still kind of wonder about the clothes thing. Like those little caveman. Like the people, like when they first discovered people with the zebras. When you see that, I'm like, all right, that's cool. And then I start questioning what she's wearing.
I was doing the same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So that's a part when I was like, all right, there's something fishy about this. And I do understand like how she's intelligent and stuff.
Yeah.
Trying to be because of the whole freaking settlement. I guess that their apes basically destroyed and all of a sudden she goes to a different settlement, I guess. And then she found more of her kind.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Did they explain that?
They did not at all because, again, they kind of just drop the fucking shit in front of your face. And you're like, oh, interesting, what the fuck's going on? But yeah, literally that happened. I'm just very confused, especially the ending, which we're gonna get to in a little bit. I kind of want to hold off on that.
Yeah.
And poke holes on all this stuff that was going on right there.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right, so do you want to start from the beginning then, like from the dawn when Caesar basically died?
So I did like that. I really liked that they went to the past. They showed exact left off from War of the Planet of the Apes, beginning to this one, Kingdom of Planet of the Apes.
Yeah.
They do a whole ceremony of Caesar. They show that apes are strung together and stuff like that. And they showed that monkey again, that funny face monkey.
The orangutan.
I think he's maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah.
He was my favorite.
Yeah, he was Maurice, I think was his name.
But I remember.
They showed that scene. Then they, as soon as they burned Caesar's body, we cut into, it says many generations later.
Yeah.
That's what puzzled me. I was like, all right, what's going on? I don't know. This is to get off a little bit.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't even know if I don't know if they're evolved too slow or if they're just, I don't know. I think I'm answering my own question, but they did cut themselves off a little bit.
Yeah, they did. And I wish they could have explained that as well.
Yeah.
Because I don't know why would they, because remember when Caesar said apes strong together, what made them drift apart, at least some groups, right?
Or how did they even hear the legend of Caesar and then stuff like that? That's what I'm curious about.
Oh yeah, that one too.
How did he I'm sure maybe it's like a wise tale that everyone knows. You would think that since they were kind of like one of the first people of groups of apes, I mean, they would have evolved more, faster, quicker. They would learn from what they've just experienced with the humans. They know that some of them are bad, not all of them are bad. They learn even apes could be bad, like Koba and stuff, stuff like that.
Yeah, I think Noah basically kind of talked about it a little bit. He said, remember when he was discovering when the apes or the humans basically?
Okay.
And he was talking with, what was her name? The other ape that he basically liked.
I don't remember her name.
Yeah, Sonia, I think it was her name.
I thought it was Aya or something. I don't know.
Yeah, whatever. The girl, the woman that the ape lady that he basically had a crush on, who was telling her the elders did not tell us everything.
Yeah. And
basically they didn't care about the old ways. They just wanted to move on.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm kind of feeling that what was going on. They probably knew about Caesar, or they didn't even just care about it.
No, they do. They just probably thought it was best to not really share that, which clearly became a problem in this movie.
All right, so let's go back again where we basically start seeing the apes finally showing up. They're basically stalking the eagle's nest.
Yeah, so
three apes, right?
Three, yeah. So I guess their clan is the Eagle clan. They raise eagles and train them.
That's pretty cool. I
thought that was cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Except the ending part with them, but
let's get to
it. He climbed to the highest point. Each of them get one egg.
Yeah.
That's it. One egg each. They just
can't grab every other egg.
Yeah, there always has to be one. That's the law. Which that was pretty interesting that they set their own laws and stuff like that. Then we have when he gets his egg, of course, a falcon attacks it. We have the classic. Did he die? I don't know why they do that.
They have to do at least a little suspense. It gets you active,
Yeah, I guess so. It's again.
Okay, it's just showing you that he's ready to do more stuff in order to get what he wants, and he got it.
Yeah, it was good that he was another climber, and then
basically after that he all that little mushy stuff. We continue on where they finally go to the tribe. We start seeing them basically having a lot of fish because apparently they use eagles as basically hunting.
Yeah, which is interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, and basically they were just getting pretty much fish, and obviously you start seeing kids coming up. He's like, "Oh, you got an egg?"
Yeah.
And people in the higher apes were basically going "Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
You can't have it though."
Yeah, it's pretty much and the interesting stuff that I did like about it is they keep their egg, they hatch it. It's theirs.
It's a bond.
Yeah, that's I thought that was pretty cool. It's pretty interesting and stuff like that. Obviously, they use the horses, which was another thing that I was pretty interested that they used. So they know how to probably breed the horses and stuff like that.
And obviously, after when he got his egg, he has to go see his father, who basically, for some reason,
they didn't even explain why.
Exactly, they didn't explain why that the father basically. Technically kind of don't like his son.
He
or at least that's what he has it in his head.
Yeah, but even then they didn't
specify
or clarify it.
Yeah, they didn't. I guess it was something mentally with him that he basically thought that his dad doesn't like him because his ego always attack him.
Yeah,
he always attacks him. And I found that kind of funny. It's why? I guess it was just trying to toughen him up. I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe
because he's the next leader of the whole clan afterwards. After when he's gone, so I could kind of understand that.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know if they do it. It's not really specified. It's just that there's a group of elders. But
I guess they're just hard asses.
Yeah, that's what they seem like.
Yeah. So obviously he's starting to say is he starts singing a song. He commands the bird. Yeah. He's one of the master of eagles.
But the reason why he came up there is because when they got their eggs, there was a human apparently who came from the Forbidden Valley, as they called it.
Oh yeah.
And that human took his blanket but dropped it.
And what do they call them?
They call them echoes,
Echo.
which is interesting.
Yeah. No explaining why they call them
Yeah,
echoes.
it'd be kind of, I don't know. That's so random. I think that was just random.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I guess it's just a word that they just come up with. They just call them whatever.
Yeah.
And obviously they keep the eagle stuff, from human past.
Yeah.
I guess. So I guess it works. Don't think about it. Keep continuing.
Yeah, he went up there to show his dad the blanket and the egg. But he was eavesdropping. But pretty much everyone found out that he got the egg from all the way up there. They're proud of him. But when he comes back down and goes into his tent, he was fixing it up a little bit. The human was there.
Oh yeah.
An echo, and what does that echo do? Runs, take the food,
and pushes kind of like quite a few pounds of ape aside and breaks the egg, which I kind of roll my eyes a little bit, like, I don't think us humans could push an ape that pretty like a wall.
Yeah.
So she makes it out of there, but whatever. So I'll skip that. But before that as well, if you think about it, basically when they were examining the blanket, they were like, "This is human. This is Echo. We gotta chase him out of here."
Yeah, but which, by the looks of it, looks like they've done it multiple times.
Oh yeah, they did.
Yeah, because he tells them about the echoes. They send out 2 riders, pretty much to scare the humans back.
A couple of riders.
Yeah, it was a couple.
Yeah, it was a couple of riders. They went to go there to scare them out. The echoes, just to banish them out of their own territory. And after that, obviously, the lady came in, basically broke his egg, and basically their ceremony is tomorrow, and basically he's gonna be held back. So and I love his friends. They're like, if you get held back,
we'll do it too.
We'll do it too. But he's like, no, I don't want that. I want you guys to go do it. But he's like, all right, fine. I got to go get my own eagle egg as fast as I can. Yeah. And he roads off. And guess what? A battle. Kind of like a little battle.
An ambush.
Yeah, more like an ambush. You start seeing like monkeys screaming in the distance and basically fighting for their dear lives. And obviously, Noah's people just freaking got destroyed.
Yeah, they got slaughtered.
Yeah, they did. And obviously they know, because apparently the scavenger or the troopers that they basically went out, they all just died. They all fought to the death. Yeah. Like every single one of them. And obviously there's this huge, that's when we start seeing the very first ape, what was the gorilla? Yeah. Finally showed up with basically a huge army.
Which I thought it was just a small party.
Probably,
at first, until one of the apes left. For some reason, they left the kill zone area and then they came back. But one of the apes was still kind of alive, and he told them about apes coming in.
And the funny thing is, when basically Noah saw that, his horse came out of there. Yeah. And he just saw it. He's like, God damn it, I fucked up.
Yeah, I did like that.
Like, what am I going to do? And obviously they did the whole thing, like slapping the horse's ass to go lead them where he's at. And he tried his best to catch up. But it's too late. Everybody's dying, left and right. Yeah. And obviously they were getting captured. I think there's only, I guess there was only one casualty. Maybe a couple, right?
There's probably a couple.
Yeah, because it's kind of hard to decide who actually died there.
Yeah, they were just kind of getting tased.
Yeah, exactly. So I guess they only killed the leaders.
Probably only the elders. That's what I think.
Yeah.
Because again, there was a couple of elders that they showed.
Yeah, probably. I guess the ones that are basically the commanders, they basically died. Noah is basically fought this gorilla, who becomes the final boss.
Yeah, which I was
they didn't feel like. I felt like it was something that Noah should basically do for the sake of it. I felt like they could have cut that off, because I get it. He killed his father, but yeah, exactly. I just felt like he's not they didn't even do that much gesturing to each other. Like, yeah, I killed your dad. What are you gonna do about it? It's just nothing. They basically that's the only time they interacted with each other, and then done. Yeah. Until the very ending, they start fighting, and that's when the last time they interacted with each other. But either way. After that, after the whole village had been rounded up, and basically he tried saving his father, but his father died. And after that,
well, he knocked him out in a way. He dropped him off the top of the tower. His dad. They didn't show how his dad died, but I assume he just tossed him out of there too, or something.
He was stomping all over him. He was gone.
Yeah.
I guess a one horse in the village came out of nowhere.
Yeah, I guess it was his horse.
Yeah, right.
And the eagle, his father's eagle.
Oh yeah, I think the eagle was the eagle was there just taunting him or something. At least that's what he was thinking of.
Yeah, that's what he was thinking, but in reality, I don't think so.
Yeah, so either way, it scratched him, and the eagle just left. He went beyond the wall or whatever they call it.
Yeah, he went to the Forbidden Valley because that's where he saw their tracks leading there. So he followed straight ahead.
And obviously, that's when he basically was just exploring. He fell asleep. He woke up, and
while he was there, there was rustling around. He knew there was a human again.
Oh yeah,
but he went to sleep anyways because it was raining.
Yeah, because he didn't really care about it. So after that, he crashed, and that's when we found the best monkey for me that made almost the movie for me.
Me too.
Basically, Raka, he finally met Noah, the legend who was trying to keep the legend alive.
Yes.
Of Caesar, the actual Caesar.
One of the last people.
Do you think he's really the last person?
Nah.
No, he's basically just a follower of Caesar who's basically keeping the importance of his actual story alive. Because what he's saying that this guy who basically yells out Caesar is false. Yeah. Person that's using his name unworthy, He just wanted the name of Caesar and he's just tainting it.
He wanted the name of Caesar because he learned about human history. Yeah. And he was a big fan of Julius Caesar.
Julius Caesar, yes.
So, an emperor, a conqueror. That's why I thought that was an interesting way how they did it. Yeah. About, it's not really something you think about.
Yeah, and that's the part where you start, finding out, we knew who Caesar was. At least Planet of the Apes fans knew.
It was wondering, I don't think anyone really thought it's fucking Julius Caesar. But they're probably thinking, oh, maybe their clan got divided.
And obviously, I think he was, like you said, he was the last one. Everybody else died in his group. Or captured. Did he say they were captured as well, or no?
No, he said they were killed.
Oh, killed. Okay, so every single one of them died. Yeah. And he's the only one taking care of them. He had books of it. Yeah. He was teaching them, not technically how to read, but he's saying the symbols that represented something. Yeah. And he was amazed. I think the best part where he started starting to visualize more than just apes is when he started to notice that echoes are actually humans before his time.
Yeah. When they saw the photo, the painting on the wall, he showed them.
And I loved it how he's just oh no, those are echoes. They just scavenge in our food supplies and they're just stealing whatever they want from us. And we chase them out.
Because I hate them, basically.
Yeah. And I love this part because you start looking at Rango, or Raka, basically all saying all this good stuff about the echoes, the humans. And you just see Noah looking at him like he's some sort of crazy guy.
Yeah, he's like, are you serious?
Yeah, I should be getting going now.
He's like, my horse is waiting for me.
Yeah. So after that part, he's like, all right, let's just go. And obviously he wanted to join him. Raka wanted...
Not yet, until he realized that he was being followed.
Oh, yeah.
By one of them.
Oh, and that's the first time that Raka was basically trying to get some... I guess he wants to witness the...
Yeah, he's like, perhaps my journey is leading me somewhere else. That's what he's pretty meant. That's where we get our second monkey joining.
Yeah. And this is the part where we start seeing the human for the first time. Because at the beginning, we couldn't see them very clearly. Yeah. Until she came out of the woods.
Yeah, during their they were explaining stuff.
Yeah, the campfire, and all of a sudden you see her wearing a tank top and some pants,
yeah,
jeans.
That's what I was like. I was confused. I was like, "What the hell?"
Yeah, it's you sure it's been over generations that passed?
That's exactly. I'm like, this doesn't feel, but 300 years. That's a fucking lot. I mean, not compared to the universe, but for Earth standards, it is.
It is, yeah. And I'm just looking at that, and I'm like, all right, fine. I guess they just don't want to give her at first I was like, all right, fine. I guess they don't want to give her leaves as top or wood stuff on for pants. I guess something to explain, the generations of passing because there's no fucking sweatshops no more.
I don't know, something along the line.
Yeah, it's kind of I was confused by it, but then everything blew me away when they freaking went to go. When they start venturing out, they go to this open area. You see zebras, which is kind of funny because they never seen a zebra before. And then all of a sudden you see caveman people walking out, drinking water.
With the zebras.
And I was confused at that point.
Yeah, so was I.
I was like, you have this intelligent woman and caveman people come out of nowhere at the exact same time. And I'm just like, why? Like, are you trying to do something clever here? To be honest, I feel like everything is fucked up at this point. Like, I don't know what's going on anymore. Like, why is there an intelligent person that well, at that point we don't know, but she's wearing better clothes than all of them?
At that scene, yes, I do agree with you. You're just like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah. And I like her because she was looking at her own people like, wow. These are cavemen.
That scene took a little long too.
Yeah.
But then she realizes like she really played off the stupid role. I mean, I get it.
Yeah, and I'm just like, oh, whatever. So after that, she starts trying to join them. Yeah. Same thing with Raka as well. Noah's like, yeah, I'm leaving. And then they get attacked by the monkeys that, obviously they got attacked by. Yeah. The ones with masks.
Yeah. Caesar's Legion. We'll call them
Caesar Legions, yes, of course. And then they start chasing them. They're getting caught. I don't know what the hell they did to them at this point.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, I started noticing, like, the humans weren't even screaming. They were just like, have you noticed that? Like, they weren't saying anything. They were just... Yeah. They weren't saying nothing.
Well, because they can't
I just saw a bald guy, like, going...
Yeah, because they can't speak.
Exactly. I guess
because of the virus.
Oh, that's one of them.
Yeah, the virus doesn't let you speak.
Okay, I guess except for her, but okay.
Well, it only affects, I guess, some people.
Okay,
but it affected the majority of Earth.
See, I didn't know that, so I guess there's a reason behind it. But it was just funny for me seeing this that they were just running with their mouths closed.
Yeah,
I'll be huffing and puffing if I was them.
For real.
But okay, but apparently the woman basically managed to almost escape until she went with the long grasses. That's when you see the freaking ape, the silverback, whatever his name is.
The regular gorilla.
Yeah, who basically killed his father. And basically he's all trying to search for that human, that Pacific human. And we have no idea why, but they just keep trying to look and locate her.
And they never really, continue.
Yeah, exactly. They never really explain it why, or we should care about this person. We just don't. Well, except she has good genes and top, I guess.
In the beginning, when they attacked, didn't they say that she escaped or something? I don't know if she was ever caught, like though.
That. It never explained it.
Yeah, it wasn't really... I don't know. But continue.
Yeah, so basically after that, the apes were searching around there. And then you see Noah screaming her name, and only she could hear and not the other apes that was searching for her.
They were
focusing. That's when my ability to stay focused to the scene starting to dwindling down every little bit, and I'm just wondering, wow, this is stupid. He's screaming, they're screaming, and I'm just like, why couldn't they hear him until she screamed, and now they all heard her? I'm like, why?
Which I found funny too is when she stood up and just screamed.
Yeah, and yeah, exactly. After that, he went in there for the save. He captured it with the horse. I guess the silverback gorilla couldn't pull down the freaking horse.
Which I don't understand. It's a gorilla. I'm pretty sure it would drop a human down.
Yeah, and that horse would have been going down with it too.
Chimpanzee probably already weighs like 200 pounds or something, 200 plus.
Yeah,
and then that human's probably like an extra 90, maybe 100. And then you got the gorilla, who's at least 400, 500 of muscle. Oof. Yeah, that horse would have been fucking toppling down.
Oh my god, that kind of ruined it for me. Mm-hmm. And I'll be like, oh, don't worry, it'll pull me back in, which it kind of did.
Yeah.
Because if it wasn't for Raka, I would have been like, I would have been like lost a little bit.
I do like when he looks in the telescope, though.
Oh, yeah, that's another good scene that was pretty cool.
Which pretty much happens after.
Yeah, I was going to explain that one after that, but sure.
There's a telescope area where it shows the stars, and that's what they were staring at. They're looking out into the sky.
Yeah.
Something that humans evolved. And then there's a scene right before they find out that she could speak, that she was looking at it too.
And basically, Raka did not believe them. He's like, what are you talking about? You guys... Yeah. It's funny because he could have just go like, all right, follow us, genius. Look at the damn stars too. But I guess no, we got to go. We got a time limit. We got more unsettling things to worry about.
Which is true.
Well, yeah, I guess. So after that, the whole thing, and the worst part about that telescope thing, we do not know what the hell they're staring at. We could get an idea of it, but I wish we knew what exactly they were seeing.
Me
because
too.
what he said was like a planet eating another planet.
He said that?
Yeah, what he said. Like, I saw it with my own eyes. It's a planet that's eating another planet. And I'd have been like, that would have been cool if we got to see something, at least what they're experiencing for the first time. Hell, that would have been awesome if an asteroid's coming at
maybe
us.
Maybe they're waiting for that.
But it would have been awesome to see it.
Yeah, I know. But maybe they might show.
They're not going to show it. After that, it's done.
Okay.
Or it would have been cool, like a planet was actually getting hit by an asteroid. Yeah. That would have been cool.
That would have been interesting. Yeah, that would have been dope.
But no, they fucking make us wonder, I guess.
Yeah.
Hate them for that, but whatever. Or just see something beautiful. I don't care. It's the fucking stars. It's a galaxy. It would have been awesome to see. But whatever. So after cutting forward, we're seeing basically a one bridge, which is a fucking bad idea.
Yeah, already.
Yeah, and I'm just
and like you have like things hooked up like already.
Yeah, like it's just fine. Let's go through this. So obviously he went and just keep going. And he's already feeling on edge because he knows there's something bad's going to happen. Which no shit.
There's monkeys under the bridge.
Yeah, and they were ready to gang up on him. Yeah. And obviously they did. And guess who fucking dies? Raka. The best character in my opinion. He fucking dies. And he gave Noah the last symbol of Caesar, the actual Caesar. And basically keep the message alive. And what is that message?
Apes strong together.
Yes, and obviously the river took him, and he's gone.
They took my boy.
Yeah, and obviously they were tearing up. I was ready to tear up myself, but oh well. We had to push forward. So they finally got captured. Yeah, and I'm just here thinking to my Noah, you're an idiot. Like, what is your plan here? Are you just expecting to walk in there and get your troopers?
I mean, like again, it shows that he's young and doesn't know shit.
Exactly. If you're expecting a Caesar, like who knows what he's doing, you're not getting that. You're getting like an unmature leader who has no idea what he's doing. And I get it, yeah. But it's frustrating seeing that. Yeah, so after that, he gets captured. He started to finally go where they're actually holed up.
Which is like in the coastline. They don't really say where it is, but they're being... walked with horses tied up with their hands.
Oh yeah, and they go to this boat scene, which is pretty cool.
Oh, the shipyard. That's cool that they washed up pretty much on shore.
Yeah, and they build like a dam around a vault.
Yeah,
like a time vault, which is pretty cool.
Which we learn that is apparently when everything was shit hitting the fan, that the government built a vault, which I didn't even know they were gonna do. Yeah. Apparently, they built a couple vaults in the coastlines, which I'm trying to figure out why the coastline, but I don't know.
I guess they know, but see, that's a thing. Another thing, like we have no idea. But I guess landscapes change. I'm assuming maybe it was in the land, and I guess since time passed, the ice melted maybe, and it started swallowing up some land. Okay. I'm assuming so, but I'm technically fixing their movie when I shouldn't.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, so whatever. So basically, the actual leader who shows up for the skull, the helmet guys or whatever, the other monkey side, which was his name was Praximus.
Praximus, okay.
Yeah, Praximus, Caesar.
Which I thought the person who played him performed him pretty well.
Yeah, he did. He was really good, and I liked him. And obviously, he was like an actual Caesar. I like how he was like hyping everybody up, and he was like, "Yeah, I am Caesar, the new Caesar." And that's funny to me. And I'm like, you know what? Fine, I give this a pass. Well, I like him.
When they explained it, I'm like, oh, that's pretty interesting. So they pretty much get dumped in there. He's reunited with his family, of course, with the solid plan of walking in.
Just rile them up and take over.
But again, the problem that I had with this movie too is like apparently they could just go wherever they want almost.
Yeah, no supervising or anything.
I know. What was the point of the monkey guarding the door if she was gonna be out there? Just stuff like that didn't make sense. Yeah, Caesar probably could have pulled her down and took her down, but they didn't explain or say that. She was just down there in the shipyard. But anyways, so we're learning that they're trying to open the vault. Yeah. We also learned there's another human there.
Yeah, which is shocking.
Who, I think he said, I don't remember what he said about his clan or how he ended up there. I just he know that he shattered his ankles practically.
Yeah.
And the
basically got a lifetime opportunity.
Yeah.
Either he works for the apes to get into the time vault and basically learn history, which is basically we learn about Caesar, the actual Caesar, the Roman Empire kind.
Yeah.
Who basically just wants to know about that one.
Yeah.
And not the actual Caesar that basically freed all the apes.
Yeah.
So yeah. And obviously he was basically the scientist guy who was living very, very like almost like a rich person.
Yeah,
really,
he was living well. He would read to Caesar. He would read to him about stuff like literature and stuff like that, stuff from the past. It was pretty cool to see that they're evolving.
Yeah.
But before that, he's greeted to join him at the table.
Yeah.
After he reunites with his family and stuff like that. This is where we get pretty much the main info from the movie from both the girl, the guy, Caesar himself. This is where Noah meets Caesar.
Yeah.
And then you just... I mean, I did like that Caesar was like trying to convince him.
Yeah.
He was like, you can't trust her. Like, I'm ape. She's human.
Yeah.
Like, you cannot trust her. Like, look at that. She doesn't even want to help us for the vault.
Yeah.
Yeah, point being like that. And he's like, he pretty much already knows what they did and stuff like that. He's like, if we could rebuild, start new.
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
And I did like it how he was like looking at that. Like, look at this.
The kingdom, yeah.
The kingdom.
He's like, your clan is now my kingdom.
Yeah.
The kingdom of
like,
apes.
Yeah, this is our kingdom. Yeah. And obviously Noah, what he sees is other clans being taken in.
Yeah. Which, it's true.
Yeah, it's true. That's what they see. Yeah. And obviously it's very interesting when they do that because I do like it. One sees an empire and the other one sees like, dude, you just destroyed all my people and basically swallowed mine. Yeah. You're a conqueror. Yeah. Like, what are you talking about, empire? All that. Yeah. Basically, the lady still refuses to help them. Yeah. And obviously, it's like eventually you're going to have to decide one way or the other.
What you want to do, yeah.
Yeah, and obviously, give them time. They'll figure it out.
Which it's like I'm trying to figure out like what skills does she know? She knows how to shoot a goddamn revolver.
She knows how to get in.
She knows that, but how? How did she know that was open from the side? And how is she gonna get in there?
It just works, bro. I know, I get it. It doesn't make sense. Shit that,
like, it just felt like she was like a spy, right? Did she not give like a spy movie vibe?
It's kind of hard to explain because it is kind of like, because it's kind of weird how she knows the opening to that place.
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly. But the thing is, it's like the other monkeys had no idea or didn't even bother checking all over the place. Yeah. And there's like thousands of them at that point.
I mean, it says that Noah's one of the better climbers, I guess.
Yeah.
But still, you would think... And you're really telling me that this one fucking air vent's the fucking way into a goddamn vault?
And nobody claimed to see it? Yeah, I agree with you. See, I agree with you. See, it's kind of like, oh my god, you're kind of blowing it because this is the part when you're starting to go down for us.
A little, quite a bit.
For me, I think it is
quite a bit. Yeah,
because after that,
there was just like a bunch of holes, like big in the back.
Oh yeah,
like the unsupervised, like because went back to like he met up with his family.
Yeah.
Before he went to go see Caesar, he had that big speech where they tried pulling the chains, using lava to melt it and kind of loosen it.
Yeah.
And I did like that scene.
That was a good scene.
Oh, he was like, today's a great day.
Hyping them up.
Yeah, and then he's like, all right, maybe tomorrow we'll be stronger.
I know. And he doesn't care how many apes get like slaughtered because that thing really broke the chain and whipped some of the apes.
That fucking looked like it hurt.
Oh, no, it hurt.
Yeah.
Might have killed some of them.
Yeah, but that was interesting.
That's when Noah was deciding on what to do because apparently the eagle that his father had was, it was named Sun for some reason. And obviously he's starting to figure out, like, this moment is like, yeah, I got to do something about this and try to free my people. And that's when the sun bird basically started going, all right, I'm not going to fuck you up this time. I guess you found out your passion, I guess.
Yeah.
And just magically climbed on him. And I'm like, all right, that's a cool scene. I'll give it a small pass.
Yeah. it was nice.
It was, I'll just give it a little pass.
We get to the scene where, we go to the two humans. We have Frank Gallagher, that's what I know him from Shameless, and Nova. They're talking. I did like their dialogue and stuff like that. He's like, it's over. We're done. Yeah. He's like, I don't care. From, what she sees is a broken old guy, blah, blah, blah. His time has passed. He doesn't care. That's the problem. She cares because of what she already knows. The problem is, he doesn't know that shit. She knows that shit. Yeah. Maybe if he knew that shit, he would also agree with her.
Yeah.
But, I mean, she had her own motives, of course.
Yeah, which they don't.
We still don't know.
Yeah.
But anyways.
So yeah, after their whole bickering and basically talking about it, you start seeing, she was by herself and she's starting to think to herself, like, is this the right thing to do? And then that's when Noah comes in. He's like, all right.
Just happens to show up.
Well, he does happen to show up.
Just climbs the goddamn
Remember,
thing.
he's a good climber.
Yeah, but without anyone seeing it, like I'm saying, anyone could have left, I felt like. At any time.
Well, because there's thousands of monkeys, and I guess they could basically don't care because they'll just catch them again.
Maybe if it's not one monkey. But anyways.
Yeah, but so, yeah. Obviously, he started to go on like, all right, I have some questions I need to answer, and you're going to answer them, and I'm going to decide if I should help you or not. And obviously, he answered some questions that are still kind of like, So he told her, like, could you open the vault? And she said, yes, I can. And obviously he told her, like, what is in that vault? It's like, it's something that he wants, and I don't want him to be part of that.
Yeah, and then he said, can water destroy it?
Yeah. And obviously I just said yes, I guess.
Yeah.
So
just the silent. And then that's where we get the
whole planning of basic explosions, destroying the dam.
They didn't even They didn't explain it really. They showed it.
Yeah, I guess they just wanted you to figure it out.
But yeah, just how I'm trying to figure out how she just magically ended up out there in the shores.
Yeah, and that's when that's when Noah's two friends showed up. The one that he likes, and the one that basically is traumatized with the whole thing.
Yeah.
And he didn't want to show up. And he just came out of nowhere, to be honest.
Yeah, he did.
Like, see, it would have been better if, for me, let's just say an ape spotted them, what they were doing.
Yeah.
And then that's when he comes from behind and knocks him out. But I guess they just wanted to just go, like, instead of the whole trope thing, like how that always happens, he'd come to his senses and he just comes in and just joins. Yeah, just fuck it, it's going to happen.
But, they have the whole planning. They're setting up bombs.
Yeah.
Then you have fucking Frank Gallagher just walk down there and confronted them. He was like, I gave you an opportunity here.
I know.
Like, what are you doing?
Like, are you an idiot?
Yeah, like, you fucking idiot, pretty much. But
like, we're living in their world now. You got to get over it.
Yeah, it's like, just, you know what? He's going to skin your monkey alive.
I'm going to go over there and tell him.
Yeah. She chokes the motherfucker out.
Somehow.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
She knows how to choke someone out. And then, which I didn't think, they fucking threw him, like, into the ocean, into the water. I'm like, oh, shit, they killed the guy.
Yeah.
I thought she was just going to choke him out. But not at all.
So, so after that, when he basically choked him out, the monkeys were, like, afraid at that point. It's like I'm surprised she's capable of doing this.
Well, at least they didn't write her as, like, a predictable character.
Yeah, I know.
Which I thought was going to go into, but they didn't.
No.
That's when they skipped that scene and they're climbing. That's what I'm saying. They could have just walked out of there. They could have climbed out of there. I mean.
Basically, when they started climbing up, that's when she knew exactly where the entrance at. And of course, it's like how they just go in there. They basically start looking for like some stuff. I guess she found the power. I guess the power switch, and she magically knows what it was and basically turn on everything, like every lights in the building.
Yeah.
I guess somehow I did like how the monkeys were reacting to it. Like it's her first ever
electricity
ever. So obviously when that happened, she's broke and I guess like she found an axe and then basically she was gonna go off somewhere else and told them to wait right there. But they don't listen.
There was no point with the axe.
Yeah, exactly.
They didn't do anything with the axe.
She hit a door with it to get in.
She kicked the door open.
No, she hit it with the thing. And then she kicked it.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll go with what you said.
So after that, the Curious Georges, of course they were. They went inside to.
That's fucked up.
No. They went inside. They went to go discover it because they were curious. I like Noah how he was looking at the planet. Like the little arts system. And crafts, basically. Like they were just looking at it. He's like, oh wow, I think I seen this somewhere, but he couldn't put it, his head together. And that's when they come with the book, the ABC.
Yeah.
Like, these are the same letters that I saw that maybe it'll help us know how to read or something. And obviously they kind of found their origin.
Yeah, that I did like. That was probably my favorite scene in that whole in the vault scene.
Yeah.
Just because, like, they're like, what the fuck?
I did love that part. It was amazing.
I thought that shit. I like that one.
Yeah, it's like he found the zebras where they were at, and basically they saw the monkeys where they were basically technically caged up.
Yeah.
Which was kind of interesting.
That's what they were pretty much scared of. And then that's when she came in. And you could tell they're like angry and scared.
Yeah.
When she shows up. What she got, though, they don't even explain what she got. But they kind of show it, but it was it was like a chip. It was like a...
It was a hard drive.
Yeah, okay, there you go. It was a hard drive, yeah.
Yeah, she found a hard drive, she took it, and I guess it was really important, but as the audience that were in there, we still have no idea what the hell is that used for.
No idea, really. I mean, we have kind of idea.
We're in the dark in that
one.
So obviously when that happens, she finally goes over there to confront the monkeys to freaking get out there once and for all to execute the plan. And they were just hesitant, you know. They didn't want to do it.
Yeah, well, I did like seeing the tanks. I like.
Oh yeah, that was armory. Awesome. I love
the
that.
thing is, what I'm thinking is like, what happened to the people?
I guess they left because if you think about it, would you stay there for the whole entire life?
But where?
They bounced.
How did they close the vault?
Remember, it's not like Fallout. Like nukes are coming down. This is a virus that people basically were like, I gotta go check on my family. I gotta go.
But they built the vault because of this was happening.
Yeah, I guess it was too late.
I don't know. I thought we'd see skeletons or something. I don't know. It was just empty. It was an empty vault. I mean,
it's a PG-13 movie. We can't see dead bodies all over the place.
But we could see monkeys, dead monkeys.
It's CGI monkeys.
All right.
So, yeah. So either way, what happened after that point?
That's when they're down there, like right in. It's like a big garage. Yeah. It was many floors. They're just like, I'm going to open this goddamn vault. We're going to run for the goddamn the detonator.
Yeah.
Set it off and just run for it.
And it magically freaking, what was it, Paramount? What was his name?
I don't know which monkey that was.
The leader monkey.
Which leader monkey? No, not Maximus. No.
What?
It was a different monkey standing by the door.
Oh, you mean his second command? That nobody cares
That
about?
was not. No, it was one of his tribe people.
Tribe people?
Yeah, it was like it was a sad monkey. It was like his mom or something.
Oh, yeah, her mother. Yeah. What about it? She didn't betray him.
Really?
No.
Then who was that?
The one who got shot?
No.
Oh, no.
The one standing in front of the vault when it opened. That's when Maximus came.
That was the mother.
So yeah, the mom.
Yeah, she didn't betray them.
Oh, so they just
knew.
How?
They just knew.
Okay.
They probably saw the scientist's dead body come back to shore.
I know, right? I was thinking about that. I was like, probably just gonna come back.
Yeah, it's just like. Yeah. I guess they're inside now because I guess she's the only one who knows how to get in. So it makes sense if that does happen. See, we're fixing their story here, but okay. So after that, he I guess Praximus was an idiot because he got all his clans to gather at the door for some reason.
Well, because I mean, with power play, he thought that he already had it.
Yeah, he probably
the money in the bag. He's finally inside.
Yeah.
After months.
And after that, he was like, "See, you should."
How did he even find out about the vault in the first place?
The vault? He just found it.
Okay. Anyways.
Yeah, I'm not gonna explain more into this or try to fix it for them. But yeah, he found the vault. He was pissed. And he was saying, see, you shouldn't trust this human because she's going to slave us all. The other monkey that had her mother's hostage, Noah's mother, was about to die. That's when she pulled out a gun, shoots him, and everybody was freaking out.
Yeah, well, I mean, how did she shoot him in that spot?
She's a good aim, okay? She's an expert at shooting. So he got him in the chest, even though the mother was right there.
Yeah, that's
so between the arms.
I thought she shot like at the ear.
Yeah, that's what I thought so too, but no.
I like how he got excited though.
Oh yeah, Praximus. Yeah.
He was like, "Is there more in there?"
Like, all right, you could go, but please answer me this: is there more like those? Yeah, I did like that part.
But he didn't care anymore.
Yeah,
he got it. He's inside.
That's what he wanted.
Yeah.
Even though there's a fucking tank, but it's like they don't know how to use it. So after that, she's like, "No, you can't have this." And obviously, Noah is starting to panic because he's like, maybe he's right.
he was very confused. And
I was confused too. So After that, she ran out and then basically she blew up the dam.
Yeah, their little dam that they've been working on.
And obviously they started running, and that's when the tsunami supposedly coming down and washing the poor monkeys away.
Yeah.
Killed half of his population, but who cares? It's not like he's upset later. So, and after that, you see the big silverback gorilla is like gonna fight the wave. I don't know why.
Oh yeah, I don't know why he did that. I saw that.
He's like, yeah, I'm gonna build my own dam right here. So,
I did laugh at the.
Yeah, so he got taken away.
Yeah.
Obviously, the king tried running. He got swallowed up as well.
They're climbing up the goddamn vault.
Yeah, and obviously some of his, I guess, clan survived. God,
hang on. How did that even fill the whole damn thing up?
Well, it was holding back wave like a water. Like, what do you mean it's holding back?
What do you mean it flooded the whole vault? How?
It's the ocean. Level. It's the ocean. It was just keep on going in.
Okay.
So yeah, so either that's when we got our very first boss fight scene. Or the second one that he was supposed to have. The second last one. And this is the part when I'm just like, I thought he died, but okay, let's have a nice little action scene, I guess. He
has to avenge his dad.
Yeah. And he outsmarted him, because obviously he can't take him on. He got him trapped underneath there, and he basically drowned. The poor silverback. So he's gone. There's no sequel for him. And then after that, he gets out. That's when Praximus comes out of nowhere and starts beating the living crap out of him. Nobody of his clans decided to jump him. All of it. That's all his clan. Yeah, they didn't do nothing.
They did not.
So after when he was getting his ass kicked, he started going. He's like, "All right, you're gonna follow me no matter what."
Yeah, I know.
Praximus, and all of a sudden, you see Noah starting to go, oh, like start singing.
Yeah, I was like, oh.
And then it became Lord of the Rings because the Eagles has landed because they started attacking him. All the Eagles, they took him out. Not like, Noah, really? Not Noah. Yeah. The Eagles. The Eagles did
they
it.
all took him out. They all started singing too.
Yeah, I guess. I didn't know that was an attack formation of a song, but okay.
It is now.
Yeah, exactly. So I guess you got to sing to the birds and they start attacking. So yeah, after when Praximus fell to his death, if that's what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Eagles won, and I guess they're the ones who basically did all the damage. So after that whole scene,
it skips. Yeah,
they just skips, and they, fine. They left. They went back to their place to rebuild.
Oh, how much time they were quick?
Well, they're apes, so they have more stamina. They have more strength to build. Yeah.
Okay.
You would have that. You would want that power. Strength as well. And all of a sudden, you see the human who took out half of his population show up again. And to be honest, I did kind of like how she had the gun ready just in case if he goes apeshit on her.
For real, yeah.
So that made sense. But forgiving her, like he didn't absolutely 100% forgive her.
Yeah.
But he's just like, maybe Praximus was right. You're like humans shouldn't be trusted.
Yeah.
And obviously her only defense is like, it's human vault. You're not supposed to have it.
It's ours.
It's ours.
Not you,
not
monkeys.
Yours, monkey. Yeah, exactly. Go back to the cage or something.
Basically like that.
Yeah, exactly. And he's just like, all right, get the hell out of here.
No, I did like when he did bring up the Caesar thing, though.
Oh, the Caesar?
Yeah, he's like, if Rocca was there, then he would have something to say.
Oh, yeah, he would have. Mm-hmm. He would have, said the message of the actual Caesar that we know. Maybe it wasn't all true. Maybe some humans are actually just trash in the first place. Not all of them are good. So, and obviously after that part, he gave her. Did he give her the little marking?
He gave the marking of
Caesar, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he told her just have it. He said something like
something about don't forgetting or something.
Yeah, don't forget about Rock at least.
No, not that.
The Caesar really? Because at this
something
point,
about the message.
The message at this point, it's like. I would rather remember Rocca the most than Caesar, to be honest. Caesar didn't come with the clutch here. Maybe the ending with the ape strong together, but it's more like eagle strong together.
This time.
Yeah, exactly. So after that, she didn't explain what she was doing with that hard drive. She just goes to this other vault.
I don't think it was even a vault. It was
more like a building,
it was like a headquarters.
Yeah, something like that. And this is the part where she gives it to, I guess we're expecting her mother. or just some other woman in there.
Yeah, it was a whole like group of them.
Yeah, another human settlement, and they basically were still working on experiments. You saw like monkeys opened up, if you saw clearly, and obviously you see other people, scientists working on stuff.
You said monkeys opened up?
Yeah, if you see monkeys, there was like a monkey hand, like in the background when she was taking the little hard drive.
Oh, I didn't see that. No.
Okay. And then all of a sudden she put it in this, those satellite radios that contact aliens.
Yeah.
I guess they're using those now to contact like everybody in the world, I guess. More humans. And guess what? They started getting messages from other humans.
Well, that was pretty quick.
Yeah, I was like, all right, fine,
For
whatever.
the amount of time, they waited a long ass time.
Exactly. So whatever, they got more humans contact. So I guess there's gonna be a second one. I guess we're gonna get another versus.
I don't know what, honestly.
Exactly. And then you see freaking Noah taking his girlfriend to go see the telescope.
Oh yeah, the telescope.
That was really. I wish we could have seen what they were seeing. But no, fuck that. See, it would have been awesome if an asteroid was coming down. I'm like, that's sick. But no, none of that. And obviously, it just ends after that. And obviously, are we going to get a sequel? Are we going to get a trilogy like it was promised?
Yeah,
what they said?
Yeah.
And to be honest, I don't know. Is there even a big bad now? Especially when we think that he's
always
dead.
A bad.
But what is the purpose of the next one?
Probably a cyborg monkey.
Get out of here. No. So either way, yes, it had flaws. There's reasons why we're punching holes to it because it had holes into this film. And I don't like those holes, even though we're kind of fixing some of them, which is kind of funny. At the end of the day, I just don't... damn it. I don't like the human stuff. I really wish they kind of just forget a little bit about that.
Because they didn't show or explain it, probably why.
Yeah.
It would have been fine if it just made a little bit more sense.
Just a bit, at least. See, or at least some of the things that what they were doing is actually very much more, I don't know, purpose, I guess.
Is it gonna even follow the same character again? That's what I want to know.
Probably another 100 years will pass.
God,
well, who knows? We have no idea.
Right.
That's the thing. So, to be honest, it could end right here. And it could go on with the trilogy that we're supposed to get. It goes back.
Yeah. Maybe that's what they're checking. Maybe they're trying to see if...
Yeah, like maybe they could get everything back together. But if you think about the Planet of the Apes from the 1980-something, I guess, was basically apes just slaving humans at that point.
Mm-hmm.
And this one, they were just, looks like eradicating them. So
yeah, they were, huh?
Yeah, and I don't see anything like this yet. Yeah. Maybe in the second one, if they were planning on doing something. Yeah. To be honest, I don't think there's nothing yet of Koba. Even though we heard in the, in Planet of the Apes 2, where we heard like a breathing that Koba was still alive.
I don't know if they dropped that or something. I wonder.
Yeah, I know. I was hoping that maybe it was just, Proximus just lying that Koba was the actual hero. Maybe that's why they were playing separate, but no.
Yeah, I was thinking
I guess you're right. They probably dropped that immediately.
Yeah.
But either way, are we going to get another one? Who knows? Maybe you guys will.
Yeah.
And obviously, if it does make a lot of money, I'm pretty sure they're going to definitely
We'll be eyeing it to see.
Yeah. And to be honest, I think it is because there's a lot of people in the theaters watching this. It was full.
Yeah.
So there we go. We had it. So that's what we think of the film. And that's what we basically gave our rating scores to. Like, it's a C for us. B minus for you, boy. So yes, but either that's all we got for you guys. All right, well, we'll see you guys on the next one. All right, later guys.